Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to take a quick first look review of the new upcoming 2021 Genesis GV80 SUV. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. While the Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade have been busy raking up industry accolades, the Genesis brand has been readying a world-beating SUV of its own, the 2021 Genesis GV80. The 2021 Genesis GV80 is a brand new entrant into the midsize luxury SUV marketplace and the first SUV from Hyundai's fledgling luxury spinoff. The GV80 will take on the BMW X5 and the Mercedes-Benz GLE-class when it goes on sale in summer 2020 as a 2021 model. Up front, the 2021 Genesis GV80 has a big shield-shaped grille that's similar to the one that debuted on the updated 2020 G90 sedan. It's flanked by a new quad headlight design. The interior looks as well appointed as you'd expect, showing off plenty of quilted leather, along with a UFO-like two-spoke steering wheel and some new technology features for the brand. Most prominent is the 14.5-inch infotainment screen, which has a controller located in the center console near the shift knob. This setup takes a few cues from Mercedes-Benz's MBUX system, offering features such as handwriting recognition and an augmented reality navigation overlay. The GV80's interior will usher in a new, more upscale vibe for Genesis lineup. Burled wood trim, metal accents, integrated ambient lighting, and a large, slim-shaped infotainment display keep things upscale but uncluttered. There's also a new gauge cluster display that will apparently feature some level of 3D effects using sensors to track the driver's eyes to better create an illusion of depth. The 2021 Genesis GV80 can be equipped as either a 2 or 3-row SUV, and it features a host of luxury comfort features for both first and second row occupants. Considering the GV80 is meant to compete with the X5, I don't expect an expansive third row. Genesis' first SUV will be powered either by a turbocharged 2.5-liter four-cylinder or a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 engine. Rear-wheel drive will be standard, and all-wheel drive will be optional. A slim 14.5-inch infotainment touchscreen stretches across the middle of the GV80's tailored dashboard. The fact that the screen is touch-sensitive is most likely to provide the front seat passenger an opportunity to change the radio station or manipulate the navigation system because the screen itself is quite a reach from the driver's seated position. Luckily, a click wheel controller is mounted on the center console so the driver can interact with the system, and it works quite well. Neither the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration nor the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety have released crash test results for the 2021 Genesis GV80. A full suite of driver assistance features, including automated emergency braking, pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, will be standard. A semi-autonomous driving mode will also be standard. It can learn how the owner drives and mimic that person's driving style while in use. Genesis has not revealed any pricing information for the GV80, so I can only speculate on what it will cost. But based on other vehicles in the segment, I'd estimate that Genesis will charge anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 more for the GV80 than its similarly sized sedan, the G80. A new G80 is currently in the works, but the existing model starts at $42,550. If my assumptions are correct, I'd ballpark the GV80 starting price somewhere around $45,000 for the four-cylinder model with rear-wheel drive. This would put it right on par with its Japanese competition and significantly below its German rivals. Pricing would obviously go up from there with options, but $45,000 would also be the perfect price point as it picks up where the Palisade and Telluride leave off in their highest trim levels. Genesis already offers tremendous values in other segments, so I have little doubt it will be competitive on price with the GV80. As far as warranty and maintenance coverage is concerned, among its rivals, the GV80 will offer one of the best standard warranty packages with powertrain coverage stretching up to 10 years or 100,000 miles. The X5 and the Volvo XC90 both offer 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary scheduled maintenance. Neither the GLE class nor the Range Rover Sport offer such a policy. Okay, let's jump into this quick first look review of the 2021 Genesis GV80. They don't have a whole bunch to say on this page, which is why we had a nice big intro that gave us a lot of good information. But let's dissect what they do have on the page, and then, well, I guess we'll wrap the video up and we'll come back and check this video out when we can, or check this vehicle out when we can actually do a build and price. So let's see what they got to say. Actually, let's start with the gallery. There's not very many images, but let's jump over to the gallery. There's like five photos. So here's a shot of the rear end of the 2021 Genesis GV80, and honestly, it's just okay. It's just okay. I actually like the interior and the front end better. Here's a shot of, looks like the first and second row, and it's quite gorgeous in there. We can see the ambient lighting. We see the quilted leather, which looks quite sumptuous. I don't know if this is either a suede headliner or a faux suede headliner. Either way, it looks wonderful. You got a dual panoramic sunroof there. Genesis is trying to knock this one out of the ballpark, and maybe they have. I think the GV80 looks a lot better from the side and the front. The back end, maybe that's going to have to grow on me, but it looks good from the side. It's got nice looking wheels. The grille is strong and prominent. And yeah, it's got that quad design headlight system that, kind of looks a little Bentley or something like that. It looks very upscale. Looks very Bentley or Rolls Royce kind of stuff. I don't know what their SUVs look like or anything like that. I usually don't build and price stuff like that because, well, they're just not that exciting. Yeah, they're just uber expensive, but they're really not that exciting. This, however, is exciting, and yeah, it looks great. Here they're showing a better shot of that front end and those quad headlight grills and or headlights, quad headlight system. And then yeah, here's the nice shot of the front end, or the front seat passengers space. You got your quilted knee pads right here. It looks like you got a little cubby underneath your dashboard here, burled walnut. It's quite attractive. Push button start I see there. It's very nice. Down here, I kind of showed this towards the end of the overview, or towards the end of the intro. Genesis has a lot going on here as far as what they call complimentary services or complete services for a luxury experience. So I was just mentioning complimentary maintenance, and so Volvo XC90, the Mercedes GLE-class nor the Range Rover Sport, they don't offer any complimentary scheduled maintenance. BMW and Volvo do a 3-year, 36,000-mile deal, and so I guess Genesis figured they copy that. They offer 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. They have a 3 years complimentary service for this Sirius XM radio or traffic and data. That's obviously only if you buy it new. 24/7 roadside assistance they offer. What do they have here? They say they've got multimedia and navigation updates. So they give your vehicle updates for 3 years. You don't have to pay for that. There's a valet service, which you get for 3 years or 36,000 miles. So they can apparently perform a remote diagnostic check on your vehicle and pick up your vehicle and send a courtesy replacement. So that's pretty high level stuff right there. You can get your car serviced and you don't even have to leave wherever your location is. They'll bring a car to you. So that's what they really are telling you about that. Last but not least, under the Genesis experience is what they're really calling it. They're talking about this Genesis Connected Services. This is a 3-year complimentary. This gives you a suite of safety and guidance and remote features, such as enhanced roadside assistance, destination search, and remote start with climate control. We already covered performance features, and really all they're really telling us about performance for the GV80 is really what kind of engines we have. So we've got a 2.5 liter turbocharged engine, which they don't give us the horsepower for. It's probably somewhere around 250-ish horsepower, but they're telling us right now that there's an optional, and that engine's standard. The 2.5 liter engine is standard. The optional engine, which is 3.5 liter, this thing makes 375 horsepower. Now, standard is rear-wheel drive on this SUV, but you can option it with all-wheel drive. So to me, it seems like you'd want to get the 3.5 liter engine with all-wheel drive. All right, let's talk about safety and technology. They're telling us that the GV80 is wired with user-friendly technology. So it has some features such as a remote, the key fob, the remote smart parking assist to pull into tight parking spaces. There's an advanced safety suite. And yeah, that has things like they can assist with merging into traffic and parallel parking. So you got a lot of active technology here. Now, they don't get into it real deep. Obviously, this is just their kind of a light page letting you know that this vehicle is going to be coming out probably here in the next couple few weeks or next month or so. They're going to probably change this page, and we'll be able to actually go through all the features, do a build and price, go through the car configurator, all of that. So make sure, if you want to follow along with me, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down in the corner here by this little thing that keeps popping up to take us back to the top of the page. So right here, they're just talking about design. And like I said, I'm not crazy about the back end, but in this photo, the back end of the Genesis GV80 does look a little bit better. I do love how the window design is, how it comes up and then it meets at this point in the back of the window. I do love the window design. I love the roof spoiler. It's nice. It does grow on me, and I'm sure this back end will grow on me a little bit. It's got the integrated dual exhaust. And yeah, it's really nice. They call this thing refined, and I think it does. They said I see the word athletic, and I think that it is. So I honestly, I like the Genesis brand as a blanket statement. Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I've already put links in the description below of vehicles I've already done build and price reviews of that compete with this 2021 Genesis GV80. I've done the 2020 Kia Telluride. I've done the 2020 Hyundai Palisade. I've got the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE, the Jaguar F-Pace, the Range Rover, the Lexus RX 350, all of that stuff. All the cars that compete, all the high-level SUVs that compete with this SUV, I've done build and price reviews on. So make sure, after you watch this video, to check out the links in the description below. I've also put the link to my Genesis playlist because, like I said, I like Genesis. I've done the G80, the G90. I like the Genesis brand as a blanket statement. Okay, so you know what? I think we've gone through everything that Genesis wants to tell us and a little bit more, meaning I dug a little bit deeper before the video so we can get a little more information. So we've got a good little start on what this GV80 is going to be like. I'm really looking forward to doing the build and price review. Surely they're going to change this web page pretty soon, and we'll be able to really get into the configurator, choose the colors, find out all about the options, find out more about the powertrain, the suspension, safety features, all that stuff there. So make sure you join me. Make sure you subscribe. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this first look review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.